Who are the most fascinating people to interact with? It's none other than the INFJs from Sigma. Therefore, you may expect a dull and frequently terrible experience if you find yourself in an all-out conflict with a Sigma INFJ. When you wage an all-out war on the Sigma INFJs, 8 things happen. 8. Be ready for a heated exchange. If Sigma INFJs point out contradictions and inconsistencies in your reasoning, don't be shocked. It can both amazing and frustrating that strong INFJs are quick to identify logical errors and contradictions and will not hesitate to point them out. Their intense battle is more about making sure the fundamental problems are resolved than it is about winning at any costs. In their relationships, Sigma INFJs are looking for genuineness and purpose, and they won't let up until they believe these values have been respected. You might see a level of commitment and tenacity you weren't prepared for. Sigma INFJs are renowned for their unwavering loyalty to their convictions, and when they declare war, they will stop at nothing to uphold their ideals. 7. Sigma INFJs will use non-traditional strategies. There are some INFJs who don't follow the social norms. They are naturally innovative and creative thinkers, and when the going gets tough, they will use their extraordinary problem-solving abilities to come up with surprising and potent methods. Their strategies are all the more fascinating because of how well they combine logic and intuition. Their profound comprehension of human conduct and incentives enables them to anticipate your actions and precisely retaliate against them. They will probably make you reevaluate your presumptions and step outside of your comfort zone. When faced with disagreement, Sigma INFJs are adept at seeing opportunities that are concealed from view and thinking beyond the box. They will present concepts and viewpoints that you may not have thought of. Their communication style also reflects their unconventionality. They are adept at expressing ideas in a distinctive way, frequently bringing the fight to life with metaphors and analogies. This capacity to explain abstract ideas may cause you to reconsider your viewpoint. Do the unusual strategies used by the Sigma INFJs make it hard for you to foresee their next move? 6. Feeling scared by their extreme professionalism. This Sigma INFJ's attention to detail is sure to wow. Sigma INFJs examine the conflict in great detail, taking great care to uncover all relevant details. They'll investigate the matter from every perspective and compile data with an attention to detail that can be compared to that of an experienced investigator. You could be amazed by another facet of their professionalism, their ability to maintain concentration. They won't be distracted by unimportant or sentimental matters while the fight is fierce. They remain focused and precisely handle the main issues. Their professionalism is demonstrated by their ability to keep their word and meet deadlines. They are committed to their duties and won't allow disagreements to interfere with their job or commitments, even in the face of controversy. There's something about the INFJs that makes you doubt your professionalism. Their commitment to upholding a civil and productive dialogue may inspire you to improve your conduct and communication throughout the dispute. 5. Being thoroughly examined. Sigma INFJs are knowledgeable about human behavior and psychology. They take advantage of this deep awareness of the workings of the human mind when they are in conflict. You'll feel exposed as they try to peel back the layers of your motivations and personality. You should anticipate that your defenses and arguments will be met with pointed criticism that allows for little opportunity for escape. Sigma INFJs are adept at seeing contradictions and inconsistencies, and they will bring these insights up with you. Having someone so accurately analyze your reasoning and convictions can be a disconcerting experience. You may feel as though they are probing into your most private thoughts while they are doing this investigation. Sigma INFJs have a knack for getting to the heart of things, forcing you to face your motivations and beliefs in unexpected ways. It can be unnerving to be thoroughly examined by a Sigma INFJ, but you should realize that their goal is to fully comprehend the disagreement and its underlying problems, not necessarily to discredit you. Their commitment to finding nuanced and insightful solutions to disputes is demonstrated by the depth of analysis they have done. Observe also how Sigma INFJs closely examine your words, deeds, and nonverbal cues when in dispute. 4. Sigma INFJs continue to be emotionally strong. Even though passions can run high during a confrontation, Sigma INFJs are able to control their emotions. They're not going to let the conflict's emotional dimensions get to them. Sometimes, when you're expecting a more strongly emotional response, this emotional calmness can be confusing. Even as the conflict continues, you may see that they are showing empathy and understanding. Not only can Sigma INFJs recognize the importance of emotions in conflict, but they can also be incredibly understanding and thoughtful, even to those who disagree with them. Empathy and emotional fortitude combined can be somewhat deceiving. Their deep self-awareness is often reflected in their emotional toughness. Sigma INFJs are adept at handling and comprehending their own emotions. They are able to keep their emotional composure under pressure because they are self-aware. 3. Sigma INFJs maintain their objectivity. You'll see the Sigma INFJ's dedication to remaining impartial as the conflict intensifies. They are adept at putting logic and facts ahead of their own prejudices when making decisions. During the dispute, this objectivity frequently results in more fruitful and collaborative conversations. Their capacity for perspective taking is an intriguing feature of their impartiality. Sigma INFJs consider the conflict's long-term effects and strive for resolutions that add to their whole life story rather than just making things seem good right now. This viewpoint can be useful in identifying long-term fixes. Similar to emotional referees, Sigma INFJs possess an ability to detach their feelings from the issue at hand, which allows them to evaluate the disagreement objectively and clearly. When emotions are running high, this perspective can frequently feel like a breath of fresh air. They will not be influenced by emotional outbursts throughout the struggle. Instead, they will be concentrated on the facts and the concerns. In sharp contrast to the chaotic and emotional character of many conflicts, they can act as a compass, steering the conflict in a logical and rational direction. Sigma INFJs are excellent at appreciating different points of view and making an effort to provide a fair appraisal. They'll make sure that every viewpoint is taken into account, which may result in a more thorough and equitable resolution. It is possible that you will feel challenged and humbled by its fairness and objectivity. Have the objective viewpoints of the Sigma INFJs ever caused you to become triggered? 2. Anticipate them to be believable. Engaging with a Sigma INFJ may force you to adjust to their principles, prompting you to consider your own beliefs. Their capacity to cause you to reevaluate your presumptions and take into account their point of view can result in both personal development and a deeper comprehension of the issue. You should also anticipate getting sucked into their story. Sigma INFJs are skilled storytellers who can present the dispute in a way that appeals to your feelings and ideals. They are adept at persuading you to adopt their viewpoint and frequently change your mind in the process. Their compelling quality is mostly due to their empathy. In order to create a bridge between your ideals and theirs, Sigma INFJs sincerely try to comprehend your point of view. They foster an environment that encourages candid and insightful discussion rather than merely imposing their opinions. They have the capacity to draw attention to points of agreement while you are in combat. Even in the face of disagreement, Sigma INFJs are adept at identifying common values and objectives. They will be able to relate to these commonalities and gradually move you closer to their way of thinking. 1. Anticipate a nonviolent conclusion. The sympathetic disposition of Sigma INFJs is important to this process. Sigma INFJs are adept at perceiving the feelings and viewpoints of all those engaged. Instead than merely exchanging blows, they deal with the fundamental issues that gave rise to the fight. You should anticipate sincere attempts on their part to see things your way during the confrontation. Finding common ground and a peaceful conclusion may need this readiness to comprehend and empathize with your viewpoint. The traits of Sigma INFJs include perseverance and patience. Even in the face of an arduous fight, they are not readily discouraged. A peaceful resolution is frequently the result of this resolve to keep trying to find a solution rather than giving into animosity. As was discussed in earlier parts, their capacity for emotional resilience and objectivity has a role in their ability to reach a peaceful conclusion. These attributes enable them to approach the disagreement with a degree of calmness and logic that promotes fruitful conversations. Do you resolve disputes as a Sigma INFJ by building stronger, more favorable relationships with other people? Fighting a full-scale battle with a Sigma INFJ can be exciting and intimidating at the same time. Even while the conflict may be difficult, if the differences are settled, it frequently promotes personal development and, in many circumstances, a deeper, more meaningful connection. Do you, as a Sigma INFJ, also resolve disagreements in this manner when called upon? Do you get as low as your enemies?